Tired of getting BS advice from BS gurus? My name is Noah Brewer. Welcome to No BS Shopify. Alright, so this is Noah Brewer. This is a new series I'm starting called No Bullshit Shopify. I'm just going to be ranting about stuff that I hear a lot of people talking about, and I know that it doesn't work or it's a dumb idea, just things that people want to do with Facebook ads or their store, and it's just bad. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so the topic that we're going to cover today is, while you're scaling, I hear a lot of people talk about like, oh, it's good to create a lot of different ad sets in the beginning. Like, you need to create a lot of ad sets to scale. Like, people creating 50 ad sets a day, which is just total bullshit, and I'll prove it to you. I have a ton of people who come to me, and they're in a specific group of people who learn from a couple different people who do this, where they just create 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 ad sets a day, and it's just fucking ridiculous. Like, you don't need to make that many. And the reason why you don't want to is because you're sacrificing quality for quantity, and you're making 50 ad sets just out of the blue, and you're kind of hoping that a few of them take off and make up for all the other ones. It's just not the right way to do things. So the mindset behind this is, the people who are actually doing it, that, they're making it work and it works really well for them. It's mainly because they know exactly what they're doing. Like, they've done it before, they've done it many times, they know what they're doing. They're not just creating a bunch of ad sets and hoping that they win. They're able to sit there to analyze the data and figure out what the next best move is. When you're just starting out, a lot of people, they just create random ones. Like, they're just like, okay, I'm gonna duplicate that one, increase the budget, it did good. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. They don't really focus on what's the highest quality ad set that I can make right now. Like, what is the ad set that has the highest probability of being successful? They don't analyze the data and look at, like, what is the best one that I can make right now. And the problem with this is they just don't know what works. They don't know what doesn't work. They just kind of throw stuff out there, and if it works, they're like, oh, cool. And if it doesn't work, they're like, ah, shit, I won't do that again. And it's just not the way to go. The way that me and my team do it is we literally only create 1, maybe 2 ad sets a day. And when I'm working with somebody who's coming from the mindset of, let's make like 10, 20, 30, let's just scale this bitch up, whatever, they don't see it as scaling fast. But the truth is, I took a store from $100 a day to $5K a day in a 30-day period, only making 1 ad set per day. You probably won't believe it, but it's true, and we were massively profitable. If you're making 50 a day, you're not I've never seen a profitable store of somebody who's making 50 ad sets per day, of somebody who's like fairly new. If you're really experienced, you can do it and still be profitable, but like, you spend so much money testing, you don't know what's working for you. So, people call me crazy for only making 1 or 2 a day, but I think slow and steady is the way to go, instead of just trying to go crazy and buck wild. I think, and my results prove it. Like, I've grown multiple 6-figure stores within a 3-month period, just creating 1 or 2 ad sets a day. It's numbers, like, and I'll show proof in this video, and it's massively profitable. You know why? Because instead of just creating a bunch of fucking ad sets and hoping that they work, I actually look at the data and figure out what the best next move is. You guys don't fucking do that. You guys are just creating 50 ad sets, just crossing your fingers like, oh, I hope one of them does good. And it's just ridiculous. Like, scaling fast usually scales slower than just going slow. Because if you go slow, you could take your time, look at the data, make sure that you're making the right ad sets with the right targeting, make sure that you're using the right ad copy. You can take your time, make sure you have retargeting set up, your back end set up as you're growing. Listen, I'm somebody who, most of these people listening to this make 50 ad sets a day bullshit. They're not like me. I've grown multiple 6-figure stores, like, within a 3-month period, only making 1 per day. That's it. It's not about quantity of ad sets. It's not about scaling the shit out of it. It's about what's the best next move for you to make. What is the best ad set that you can make today? And then every single day it just gets better and better, and it stacks and stacks and stacks. And by the end of it, you just have a shitload of ad sets that are making you good, and you just need patience for that. So yeah, I'm not shitting on the strategy. I know that there's people out there who do it good, and they're seeing good results from it. But when I see somebody who's like, they're doing 1 to 2K a day, but they're losing so much money, like almost all the time it's because they're making way too many ad sets, and it's just ridiculous. I'm tired of seeing it. Stop listening to these fake ass gurus giving you bullshit advice, and make sure that you're following the right people and following the right advice from the right people.